welcome to another video. We've got software and updates fired up here. We're currently on the 525 drivers and we're also on Wayland. So why did I go for Wayland instead of Xorg? Because for some reason when I did all of the fixes, like I installed all of the fixes to my dual monitor setup, it detected my secondary display as my primary, and I didn't like that because for the first reason, it was, I don't know why, but the secondary display actually does support 75 Hz, but it was not actually running at 75 Hz, nor was there a way to set it at 75 Hz. So the first monitor, the primary, actually got a hit in latency, in capabilities and things like that, and now as you can see here, we're actually in Wayland, which fixes everything because it's more like let me just say it, consumer ready. Also not, because Wayland is not a finished thing, and also on Nvidia cards in particular, it's very bad in terms of everything, from driver support to game support. But I am willing to take the risk, and I'm willing to document the problems so Wayland's devs can go at fixing these problems. And also this lets me add a secondary GPU, which I haven't added actually because I don't really see a reason for that. We'll talk about that later. So guys, today as always we're going to start the benchmark with Assassin's Creed 1, where this is the last time I'm testing Assassins. No, it's not the last time, because we still got more driver versions to test it on, so it's not the end of this game. But yeah, it's not going to be too different. If you want to see a perfect Wayland experience someday, I bet you it's going to be around the same performance the Nvidia driver gets on X11. Now we're getting like 200 FPS lower. No, we're getting more FPS because I didn't get 700 there, or maybe I did. Maybe we're getting the same FPS. I can't even remember. Yeah, it's the same. It was 600 here. If there's a hit in performance, it's going to be lower than 10. And I don't know why, but with dual monitors, like with different refresh rates, and they're not with different refresh rates. I can't set the second one to my like my refresh rate I want to set it to. Compared to on Windows, it's just a click away. I don't know why it's doing that, but for some reason it is. And yeah, basically we're going to try to see how the performance differs on Wayland compared to Xorg. Well, here I'd say, looking there, it's the same FPS, so I think it's going to be the same. And input lag, I think there is some, but it's not as bad as when I have two different refresh rate monitors on Xorg. So it's a positive. Imagine Wayland being a positive in terms of latency. Well, everyone has their problems, and this is mine. And I hope it goes away with the new drivers. I'm going to make a video testing those too, by the way. They're currently, like when I'm recording this video, they're currently in new feature mode. So there's a Nvidia driver which is a beta, there's a new feature one, and there's a release driver. I'm going to try the new feature one. I'm not going to try the beta one because my friend told me on Reddit that it's not going to run good at all. And as you can see here, we're still getting the same FPS, so it's not a real problem. When looking at the floor, looks to be around 160 and 140 basically. Now again, we're gonna have to go to Acre, so I'll see you there. So guys, we're now in Acre here, and let's do the usual benchmark run. So the stutters are still here, sometimes. We still get the same 300 FPS as we did on X11 when we look up on the sky. Maybe it's a little less, but yeah, Acre looks to be running fine. Oopsie. Okay, the stutters are still here, and look at the RAM. If you remember last time, we fixed the problem with it using. I don't know what it was doing. It was sending some crash reports, and it was like fluctuating with the RAM. I was in the video before the last one, so it's not doing that anymore. The RAM is static. You could have pretty much seen what it was doing back then. It's not like that today. Now, not today. And let's see how much FPS it gets around here. This is about 150. I can't really remember how much it was here, but let me just actually go to. The stutters are still there, but at least they're not like they were in Quake. 300 FPS looking at the water, and looking back, it's actually higher. I used to get like 80 FPS here. Now it's 100. Wayland is faster. No way. I think it's faster in some scenarios, not all of them though. And CPU usage is actually very low. Yeah. So I'd say Assassin's Creed is quite a success. So let's do our usual drop here. So the next game is Counter-Strike 2 in terms of the library here. But as you know, we're currently on the 525 drivers, and it's proven that it's not going to work either way, whatever you do. So let's move on to the next game, which is Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is a new game, but I'm going to test it just because it is in the thing. It's Wayland, you have to test it. If you want to see other videos benchmarking this game in particular, go watch someone else's video. And also, if you don't find a video from anyone else, please comment down below. I'll make sure to include an X11 video for Truck Simulator. Let's see you there. Okay, so guys, welcome to Truck Simulator. Now, I play this with dual monitors, so the screen is not really centered here. But you can see the settings. It's basically on high / ultra with motion blur disabled and post FX disabled, I'd say. Anti-aliasing disabled too. Screen ambient occlusion disabled. Scaling is at 100%. You can look at the settings here. And so let's get into the game, shall we? Halloween update. Fun fact, my birthday's on Halloween. That's why a video actually came out on Halloween. Nice, ain't it? So we're getting about 500 FPS in the menu. That's pretty much expected at this point from this game. Let's see how much we get inside the game. I haven't actually recorded any videos on Wayland yet, so bear in mind that this video could be on 60 Hz, but it's not going to be really running at 60. I think that's one of the problems on Wayland. Can't remember. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll cut this part if I see it, if it's running properly. Well, as you can see here, we're getting about 60 FPS in a city, which is the most demanding area in the map. It's not the most demanding city, which I've seen is Frankfurt. But yeah, the game runs, and it's pretty much going to run as good as it does here. Whoa, we're going the opposite side. Wait. Oh crap, this is not good. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, let's just drive around the city, make a roundabout somewhere. Let's just drive around the city overall. We're in Birmingham, by the way, if you can't see that. I mean, yeah, you can't because the map is on the other screen. It's also very good that I play on 2 screens. I think the resolution should be about like let me see, actually. It's going to be around 3000 pixels with 1080p. And yeah, expect higher performance if you just run a single monitor. But I'd say this game looks better and feels better with more monitors than a single one. So yeah, that's about it with this game. As you can see, when we're out of the city, it gets way higher FPS. And yeah, let's go to our other game. So guys, next one in the list is GTA 4. Looks like it has a small update or something. Maybe it's just shader files downloading. Yeah, let's get into the game, shall we? Alright guys, welcome to GTA 4. We've got Nico here, and let's go through the settings here. Okay, now I don't want 900p. There we go, that's 1080p. What am I doing? No. Please don't save it. Yes, no, don't apply those. We've got an aspect ratio, don't care about that. Texture quality is on high, that's the highest setting. Reflection resolution, very high. Water quality, very high. Shadow quality, very high. Night shadows, very high. Anisotropic X16 for texture filtering. View distance 100. Detail distance at 100. These are CPU intensive tasks. Vehicle density at 100. Definition on. NVSync off, of course. And yeah, let's go through the benchmark here, so I don't have to play the game and I don't have to spoil it for you. Wait, what? Let's go through the benchmark, just like so. 60s. If I can remember correctly, this is exactly what I got with without Wayland. So Wayland has improved over the years. Alright, so that's the benchmark run. You're going to get about 66.20 FPS, and yeah, system usage is quite low, and these are the things. And yeah, it's Windows 10 Pro, but it's actually Linux. And let's go to the other game, shall we? And the other game here is GTA 5, and this time we're going to test both online and offline because of the CPU limitations on both of them. There's a chance that we get lower FPS in online than we do in offline, and I think GTA 5 was one of the games I had problems with while running Wayland for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, let's just get into story mode. We'll see you there. So guys, let's go through the settings just quickly. FXA is on, 8x MSAA, VSync is off. Population density, all of these are maximum, those are CPU intensive, and we've got very high on basically everything except for post FX, which introduces motion blur. Anisotropic filtering at 16, high here for ambient occlusion, very high for tessellation, and let's go to advanced settings where everything is turned off, and let's boot story mode. Alright, so welcome to GTA 5 once more, with Mango Hood installed, as you can see in the corner there, and let's go with crisp benchmark, just like we did in the last video. You can go compared to that, that's going to be on the X11, this is Wayland. So far looks like it's good in GTA 5, at least story mode, because I do remember problems in GTA 5 non-story mode. You'll see that in a second here, when I change to that. just speed through this benchmark here and go into online and do the same one there. Oops, I can't drive, and I can imagine that why Chris can't drive in this game. Try not to hit anyone. Oopsie. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't mean to do that. Wow, what? I thought that was going to be break. Okay. This is the most least intensive part. We're getting about like 70 to 90 FPS overall, and we're closing onto the most intensive part here, which is Jack Seal, and we're getting about higher than 60. Let's see if it drops from 60 in the most intensive part. Hello, Jacqueline, yeah. And throttling. Okay. Oh yeah, we dropped from 50. We're dropping, yeah, we're dropping from 60. And doesn't look like Bob's here. So yeah, that's about it with this benchmark run. The lowest FPS we got was like 55 maybe. And we usually get FPS in a higher range of the 80s, basically. And looks like my car is broken. Alright, so just like I told you, we're getting low FPS here in online. We're getting about 40s in the city. Let me just call up my car. Mind you, this is a crowded lobby. And I think the reason why we think it's bad is because Wayland does something with the refresh rate, maybe, I don't know, and it's lower than that given refresh rate, and maybe that's why I'm feeling like it's lagging. I mean, the frame time graph does not look smooth either, so yeah. It looks like the strain is on the CPU mainly, and that's to be expected. Let me just turn this off quickly, just like so, and let's go do a benchmark run, shall we? By the way, look at that. It's very cool. I think this is going to be a thumbnail right there. Let me just... Oh yeah, that's the thumbnail. One of those is the thumbnail. There we go. By the way, this is the Halloween update, just in case you're wondering why it's doing this. The weather's like gone insane. So yeah, this is going to be even more intensive now. And yeah, so let's start the benchmark run from here. I don't think it's going to be dropping from 43 at all. I think the main reason of this is because it's at a certain FPS. Oopsie. flipping hell. Okay, let's continue with the benchmark run here. Okay, it is dropping, I don't know why, but yeah, maybe it's loading in the map. So if you want to play GTA Online on Linux, I'd recommend X11. But if you don't have any, like, if you desperately want to use Wayland, just like I do, because the monitors are on different refresh rates. In case of mine, they can be on the same refresh rate, but they are not on the same refresh rate for some reason, and I am not able to put them on a single refresh rate. You can go and check out X11, this game on X11 basically. No, in that case you can go check it out on Wayland. So yeah, this is easier to navigate without hitting anyone in online. Also, those things, those pillars, are not here anymore. That's why I forgot, because I usually play online when I play GTA 5. And this is the least intensive part, which is not going to be least intensive here, because I still render in the players, because that's something that you can't choose to do or not do because you're in an online lobby. Now, if you play with a couple of friends, the FPS is going to be a lot higher, but it's not a realistic scenario to play with 20 or maybe even 30 players at once. Oh, it's slippery, so I can't really get up there easily. Also, this Halloween update looks very cool. I actually bought every single car they had here. Let's just look at this guys. By the way, Jack or Jacqueline, they're not here. My car actually looks very suitable for this weather and this mood. There's a lot of lightning going on around me, for example right there. Yeah, let's just go into the woods. Actually, it's not intensive, it's getting higher FPS just because it's getting less CPU intensive. Yeah, it's about 50 FPS here. One of the only times that it's going to be less intensive here is when you're in online, because online usually strains your CPU rather than your GPU. And guys, that's about it with this video. I mean, yeah, so that's about it with GTA 5 here. As much as I enjoy playing, it's on my favorite update, which is a Halloween update here, and I wish they keep it like this, but they're not. I hope you enjoyed it while you could, and maybe while you can. I love that I documented it in YouTube, and yeah, let's move on to another game. The next game on the list is the once problematic game called Quake Champions, and I am very surprised to say that it runs pretty well with drivers that do not fix everything on Nvidia, which is very cool, to say the least. Well, looks like the game we played in the last video had 74% accuracy. That's very cool. Match found at last. We're waiting for 3 minutes. That was actually a long time. I sure hope there's going to be a lot of players in this game because of what happened to CSGO. The Dark Zone, my favourite map. Well, I forgot to press that. I didn't really see this map in the matchmaking thing. I'm going to do very well. Already here you can see that we're getting around the same FPS, so it looks promising. It looks very promising. There we go, 255 FPS. I mean, this is the least intensive of all maps. But still, you get what it means. The shutters are not available. Coming at you. Because that. Wow, this is not bullets. That's Quake, and it ran pretty well. That's all that matters. So Wayland is a win in terms of Quake. That's a cool thing to say. Now there are games that I actually saw problems with, and namely those games are Need for Speed Porsche 2000, which I did not expect to see problems with, and also Age of Empires 2. I think I found a way to fix NFS Porsche here. You have to disable DXVK from Lutris. So I think it's going to be the same for Age of Empires 2. Let me actually see what happens, because there was a ton of input lag the last time I was playing this. No, it seems to be fixed. Yes, it is fixed, and it looks very cool and beautiful. So yeah, I'd say that is a success, so let's get out of this game, and we'll meet you in Age of Empires 2. So I'm one of those people who run Age of Empires 2 through Voobly, and this is what happens when I launch Age of Empires 2. I think this should not be happening. It's pretty bad. You can type there, I don't know why it can. Oh, okay, that's just this text box. So yeah, I'll try to fix that. I haven't found a fix for it yet, and I'll make sure to tell you after I do so. So guys, that's the end of the video here. I wish you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!